welcome to the deep dive. So let's talk Thailand e-commerce in, well, 2025.
Yeah, it's a really dynamic picture right now.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, just having a website, that's just not enough anymore to guarantee success, is it?
Not even close. Customers now, they expect personalized stuff, speed, things running smoothly.
And something genuinely different, right? A real reason to choose you.
Exactly. It's a whole different level of competition. The bar has been raised significantly.
Simply being online, it's not a differentiator anymore.
Nope. Businesses have got to be really, really sharp, understanding and meeting needs like in real time.
Which is precisely what we're diving into today.
Mm-hmm.
We're digging into this document, 10xgrowth.pdf, looking at how MarTech, marketing technology, and AI,
Artificial intelligence, yeah.
how they've become, well, essential for Thai e-commerce businesses.
Yeah.
Not just to scrape by, but to actually flourish.
Absolutely. And our goal here, for you listening, is to pull out actionable strategies, practical methods.
And real examples of how this is working in Thailand.
Yeah, successfully. We want to sort of cut through the noise and just give you what you need to know, like right now.
Okay, get this statistic. Thailand's MarTech report 2025 says over 43% of Thai organizations are using more than 10 MarTech tools already.
Wow, that sounds like a lot. Like they're really geared up.
It does on the surface.
Yeah.
But the report also points out a big problem.
Okay.
Many of them are struggling to actually use these tools effectively.
Ah, right. So they have the tech, but maybe not the strategy. They haven't quite cracked the code on implementation.
Exactly. So this deep dive, hopefully, can be like that missing manual, moving past just knowing the tech exists.
To actually leveraging it for real growth in Thai e-commerce.
Okay, let's unpack this landscape. The Thai e-commerce market in 2025. It's incredibly competitive.
Yeah.
If you don't have that clear, unique selling point, you risk just getting lost, don't you?
Totally. In such a crowded space, standing out isn't optional. It's vital. Generic just doesn't cut it.
And we're talking big numbers here. Southeast Asia e-commerce hit what? $114.6 billion USD GMV in 2023.
That's right. According to Momentum Works, more than doubled since 2020. It's huge.
And Thailand's piece of that pie is pretty impressive, too.
Oh, definitely. We saw 34.1% growth from 2022 to 2023.
Wow.
And it's projected to keep growing around 14% annually up to 2027. That's a strong trend.
But that growth comes with changing expectations, right? Thai consumers, they want more now.
Much more. It's not just about the product anymore. They demand like a top-tier experience.
From the very first search.
All the way through to after-sales support, everything.
Which makes things like social commerce and being mobile first absolutely critical.
Yeah. These higher expectations mean if you don't adapt, you risk getting left behind.
But
fast.
It's not just about having a good product anymore. It's a whole journey.
Seamless and satisfying every step of the way.
Okay, let's talk platforms. Where is all this happening? Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop. They're the big names in Thailand.
They are. And they each have their strong suits.
Like Shopee for fashion and accessories.
Right. Lazada's big in electronics, appliances. And TikTok Shop is really taking off in beauty, health, personal care. That's Momentum Works data again.
But here's the thing. These big platforms, they might not be the perfect solution for every business, right?
That's a really interesting point. While the reach is huge, the competition is intense.
Leading to those price wars we hear about.
Exactly. Which can really squeeze profit margins, especially for, small and medium businesses.
And he can make building real brand loyalty harder too, I imagine.
It can, yeah. Customers might remember buying on Lazada, but not necessarily your specific brand.
So this raises a key question for businesses wanting sustainable growth.
How do you build that direct, lasting relationship with your customer?
And the sources suggest looking at alternatives.
Like building your own website, your own branded store.
Using MarTech for really personalized marketing.
Yeah, talking directly to your audience. And managing customer data effectively. Really nurturing those connections.
Which ultimately could be more profitable,
yeah.
Right?
These approaches give businesses more control over the experience, the relationship, building loyalty beyond just the platform.
Okay, let's zoom in on the customer. It's definitely a mobile-first world in 2025.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in Thailand. People are spending, over 5 hours a day on their smartphones on average?
That is a huge chunk of attention.
It really is. And that mobile usage drives specific demands. Speed, convenience.
Secure payments are crucial.
Definitely. And fast delivery. These are nice to haves anymore. They're basic expectations for mobile shoppers in Thailand.
And then there's social commerce. It's exploded, hasn't it?
Mhm.
Facebook, Instagram, Line, TikTok.
You can buy practically anything through social media now.
Live streaming seems huge. And influencer endorsements?
Very effective in Thailand. It builds trust, engagement, feels more, I don't know, personal, authentic than traditional e-commerce sometimes.
So understanding this mobile-first, social-savvy customer is key. But how do businesses actually do that with all the data? How do they adapt?
And that's exactly where MarTech and AI come in. They're indispensable.
Giving you the power to analyze all that data.
Yes. Vast amounts of it to create truly personalized marketing, better experiences.
Okay, this sounds really interesting. The sources talk about e-commerce listening. What exactly is that?
Think of it as sophisticated monitoring, analyzing all the data generated on platforms like Shopee and Lazada.
So listening in on the marketplace chatter.
Kind of, yeah. These tools process that info to give businesses valuable insights, things they can use to improve, to adjust strategy.
And the name intelligence comes up for the Thai market. What kind of insights are we talking about?
They help track lots of things, detailed product info, competitor sales volumes, emerging trends.
So you can react faster.
Exactly. It allows for a much more data-driven, agile approach. You see a competitor running a successful promo, you can learn from that, adjust your own tactics.
What's the overall impact then? Sounds powerful.
It's significant, multiple effects. First, it ramps up competition because
Yeah.
everyone sees more.
So you need to adapt quicker.
Right. Second, it fuels innovation. You spot unmet needs, new product ideas from the data.
Okay.
Third, better customer experiences because you see where things might be falling short.
And fourth,
More targeted, effective marketing. You know what messages and offers are actually working.
the document also mentions the consignment model,
Yeah.
like with Temu,
Yeah, where the platform handles logistics.
and affiliate marketing
Yeah.
and live commerce continuing to grow.
Yeah.
How are these shaping things?
Well, the consignment model often means cheaper goods for consumers, putting pressure on others to compete beyond just price. Branding, value.
Affiliate marketing.
That's performance-based, paying partners for driving sales. Cost-effective reach.
And live commerce. Still huge.
It's incredibly popular, especially on TikTok, Shopee, Facebook. It's dynamic, real-time, builds engagement, drives sales through that interactive experience.
Wow, okay. So much going on. It feels like businesses really need some technological firepower to keep up.
Definitely. Which brings us back to AI and MarTech. The sources call them essential secret weapons.
For rapid and sustainable growth.
That sums it up well. In this fast-moving e-commerce world, using AI and MarTech strategically gives you a vital edge.
Now, the AI question. People worry about jobs.
It's a common concern, yeah.
But the document clarifies AI mainly enhances business capabilities, right? Especially in e-commerce. How?
One huge way is through precise customer data analysis. AI can process massive amounts of data to enable hyper-personalization.
Hyper-personalization, so even more tailored than standard personalization.
Exactly. Think recommendations that feel spookily accurate, like they were picked just for you. Based on your history, browsing, delivered right when you're most interested.
Like the recommendation engines on Amazon or Netflix we all see.
Precisely those. AI analyzes past behavior to predict future interests. It works. Increases sales, keeps customers engaged.
And then there's marketing automation,
Yeah.
tools like HubSpot, Marketo, ActiveCampaign. Sounds like a time saver.
It definitely can be. They automate tons of marketing tasks.
Like email campaigns,
Yeah.
retargeting ads.
Yep. And analyzing campaign performance in real time. It frees up the marketing team from repetitive stuff.
To focus on strategy, creative work.
Exactly. Developing content, refining the overall plan.
But the source stresses, just having the tools isn't the magic bullet.
Absolutely not. Effective automation needs systematic data collection and careful planning. You need to map out those customer journeys.
Know your audience, know your goals.
Right. Only then can you set up automation workflows that actually deliver results. Better conversion rates, better ROI.
Another AI application, customer service.
Yep.
Chatbots like ManyChat, Drift, BotStar. How are they changing things?
They offer big advantages. Lower costs, for one. Better efficiency, too.
By providing instant support, 204/7.
Exactly. For common questions, basic queries, plus they collect data during those chats.
What kind of data?
Common problems, questions people ask, valuable feedback for improving service, or even products later on. Like if everyone's asking about a certain feature, maybe the instructions need improving.
So they handle the routine stuff, freeing up humans for complex problems.
That's the ideal balance. AI for efficiency, humans for empathy, and tricky issues. The best of both worlds for customer support.
Okay, so we're saying traditional online selling, it's just not enough anymore,
Not on its own, no. The competition is too intense.
which makes data-driven marketing a necessity, not a nice to have.
Absolutely critical. Relying on guesswork or intuition, that's just too risky now. Data-driven marketing uses actual behavior, real trends to guide every decision.
Leads to better campaigns, smarter spending,
Sure.
and we talk about unique Thai consumer behaviors. Social shopping, quick decisions, loving promotions. How does data-driven marketing help cater to those specifically?
By understanding those nuances through data, you can use your CRM and marketing automation tools way more effectively.
To deliver personalized offers at just the right time.
Exactly. AI recommendations based on social media activity, maybe? Or loyalty rewards timed perfectly before their usual repurchase cycle. It's about anticipating needs, providing real value that connects.
The source really highlights social listening tools here too. YSite, Mandala AI, Zanru. How does that work?
Social listening is basically tuning into online conversations across social media, forums, blogs,
Listening for mentions of your brand, competitors, industry trends.
all of the above. It gives you real-time insights into customer feelings, emerging needs, even how your campaigns are landing.
So you could spot a trend before anyone else.
Potentially, yes. Imagine identifying a surge in chat about a specific product feature you're developing. That's gold for your marketing plan.
And managing reputation too, I guess. Catching negative feedback early.
Definitely. Monitor your brand image, spot issues quickly, adjust your messaging. It's proactive.
So the main point is, data isn't just numbers. It's a vital asset,
Yeah.
a competitive edge.
A massive edge over businesses still relying on gut feel.
And tools like Google Analytics, Power BI, they help dig deep into that data.
Right. Finding bestsellers, peak times, high-value repeat customers, top-performing promos.
And visualizing it. Dashboards for quick decisions.
Exactly. So you can act immediately based on facts, not guesswork. The risks of just guessing are too high now.
Okay, we get the why. Let's get into the how. Key MarTech strategies for Thailand. First up, personalization 3.0 or hyper-personalization. Sounds intense.
It is a step up, yeah. It uses AI and big data to analyze behavior in real time, to offer super tailored products and services.
Beyond just using someone's name in an email.
Way beyond. It's about creating a truly individual experience, anticipating needs in the moment.
The example given, crescendo lab tracking behavior, automating recommendations. How does that boost results?
Well, by watching what products someone views, what they put in their cart, their past buys, the AI can trigger really relevant recommendations instantly.
Like if I keep looking at running shoes but don't buy.
You might get a personalized email with reviews for those shoes, or maybe an offer on running socks, something directly related.
Because it's relevant, it's more likely to convert.
Exactly. It feels like the brand gets you. That boosts conversion rates significantly.
Another strategy, combining retargeting and CRM. How do they work together for repeat buys?
Okay, so retargeting shows ads to people who've already interacted with you, right? Visited your site, viewed a product.
As they browse elsewhere online.
Right. Now connect that to your CRM, which knows their purchase history, their preferences.
Ah, so the retargeting gets much smarter.
Precisely. Instead of a generic ad, you show them products they've actually bought before, or things closely related to their known interests from the CRM.
So reminding them of exactly what they liked.
Yes, it's much more targeted, reduces ad waste, boosts efficiency, and makes repeat purchases much more likely because the offer is so specific and relevant.
Now content. Content is king still holds, but its form is changing. AI-generated content.
Yeah, that's a big one. AI can produce content rapidly and cheaply, especially useful for things like SEO content or lots of social media updates.
But does it replace human creativity?
Not entirely. The source suggests a blend. Human-crafted content is still key for trust, brand voice, emotional connection.
So AI for the basics, humans for the deeper stuff.
That seems to be the sweet spot. Let AI handle volume and optimization. Let humans bring the creativity, the personality, the connection.
Okay, shifting to the long game. Sustainable growth. The source contrasts this with quick riches. Brand loyalty comes up as increasingly important.
Crucial. It's about building trust that goes beyond just the price tag.
And how do data and AI help build that loyalty?
Through that personalization we talked about.
Yeah.
Customized offers, tailored communication. It makes customers feel valued, understood, special.
Like a brand really knows them.
Exactly. That feeling builds loyalty. When a brand gets you, you stick around.
Continuous communication is also mentioned. Chatbots, Line, OA. using customer data to keep it relevant.
Yes. Consistent, sincere communication. Plus, excellent customer service AI helping resolve issues quickly that creates positive experiences.
And positive experiences lead to repeat business.
And word-of-mouth referrals, the best kind of marketing.
Okay, choosing channels. There are so many options. How do businesses pick the right ones? Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, Facebook.
The source gives some pointers. Shopee and Lazada are strong with younger crowds, good for visual stuff, live streams.
TikTok Shop.
Great for personalized offers, creating that sense of value, short, engaging videos.
Facebook Marketplace.
More for community selling, secondhand goods perhaps, easy buyer-seller interaction.
So it's about matching the platform to your product, your audience, your sales style.
Exactly. No single answer. Research where your customers hang out, which platform fits what you sell, and how you want to sell it.
Now, a really important point, PDPA and data privacy. How critical is this for e-commerce in Thailand?
Absolutely critical. Complying with the Personal Data Protection Act isn't just about avoiding fines, it's fundamental to building trust.
Messing up could seriously damage your brand.
Severely. Especially with MarTech activities like retargeting, AI analysis, you're using personal data.
So transparency is key. Secure storage.
Absolutely. Be clear how you use data, get proper consent. Secure it well. Prioritizing privacy actually enhances your brand image, builds confidence.
It's part of that sustainable, trustworthy business model.
Exactly.
Okay, let's wrap this up. The conclusion from 10xgrowth.pdf is stark. Thai e-commerce is changing fast. Stick to old ways and you risk disappearing.
That's the warning, yeah. By 2025, the competition will be even more intense. Businesses need to prepare.
And the winning formula suggested is AI plus data-driven marketing plus CRM.
That's the core combo.
Let's quickly recap why. AI for deep customer understanding and personalization.
Data-driven marketing for smart, efficient decisions, cutting costs.
And CRM for building those strong relationships, driving loyalty, repeat business.
Integrating these three, that's the key to leading the market, not just following.
Traditional ads without deep data and personalization just won't cut it anymore.
Increasingly ineffective, you'll struggle to compete without that tailored approach.
The document also offers some recession-proof strategies.
Sensible stuff. Diversification across channels, staying customer-centric, using automation, focusing on value, not just price.
Building resilience.
Right. Look, the challenges are real, but so are the opportunities. Being prepared, adapting. It's not just about survival, it's about potential 10x growth.
Which brings us to the final question for you, our listener. Are you ready? Ready to embrace AI and MarTech to become a leader in Thailand's e-commerce future?
Because, to sum up our deep dive, strategic AI and MarTech adoption, it's indispensable now, not optional. Essential for success here.
So, our final thought for you to mull over. How will you start integrating these strategies, not just to compete, but to really stand out and achieve that significant growth? Think about the specifics we discussed, the data, the examples, and how they fit your context.